p.m. and this is the Health and Safety Committee meeting.
Thursday, May 19th, 2022. We've got the Health and Safety Committee meeting. I will call it to order at 6:01 p.m. Members present are Steve Young, Mark McKeever, and myself, Chair. Dan Wireball is absent. Topic number one is public participation. Would anybody like to address the Health and Safety Committee? If so, come to the podium, give me your name and address.
Bob Taylor, 411 Plymouth. Mainly it's a question. I mentioned Tuesday about local legislation to allow CCW holders to carry their weapons inside City Hall. Is this the right committee that would
Probably. We can't have a back and forth discussion because it has been referred, but you're welcome to speak. We'll listen to you and we'll.
I'm just asking
Yep.
first as a question.
I think this is probably the right committee.
Okay, and my opinion of it is we're already hurting for manpower in the police department. We cannot expect officers to constantly be on station. Now, I know sometimes they are, and that's understandable. But the girls, and I don't know if we have any male dispatchers, okay, the people that run dispatch, even if they're concealed carry holders, they're not allowed to carry their weapons inside this building. You, as elected officials, are not allowed. Now, this is not dictated by the state of Ohio or the federal government. This is local policy. It's wrong. I don't want to put my faith in the police officers. My personal responsibility is myself. And I understand there are people in the community who cannot own firearms. That's understandable. I get it, but that does not have anything to do with me.
Right.
I just think it's something that we should consider.
What I would like to do, if I could just give you a quick explanation, I'm going to talk to a couple of different people to get some questions answered, and then I will most likely refer this back to this committee at our next council meeting. So if you could make a note of that as well, that I want to make sure that I don't forget. I'll refer it back after I get a couple questions answered, and then we can actually have a discussion about it and look at the ins and outs of it and what we should, shouldn't, can't, all that stuff.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
I see nobody else here from the public, so I'm going to assume there is no other public participation. Our next topic is the approval of the minutes from May 5th, 2022 regular Health and Safety Committee meeting, which you have in front of you. Before we approve those, I just do want to point out that we had Mr. Zapst and Mr. Richmond that were here, and I had told them I would refer that. I failed. I forgot to do that. So I want to make sure, and we all forgot, I want to make sure that that gets put on the record that I didn't do that on purpose, and I have already made appropriations to make sure that that gets referred at the next council meeting, and I do want to apologize for that. But I do ask for a motion to approve the May 5th minutes.
So moved.
Second.
First by Mr. McKeever, second by Mr. Young. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Those minutes are approved. Anything on the open projects for health and safety that you guys wish to bring up tonight? Hearing nothing, I am adjourning. Oh, I'm sorry, is there any public participation again for? All right, then I will adjourn at 6:04 p.m.
Two things.
Thanks for asking.
Oak Ridge Drive needs to be
Kevin,
referred.
two things. What you just announced was the Oak Ridge thing, right? What you just
Yes.
made a comment on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I am partially deaf.
Just make a note on there for CCW. That's all.
That, I put CCW referral. I heard guns, so I was like, I think I'm on it.
That's all I need.
Okay, that's, gotcha.
And we need to make sure that we get ad hoc referred again. Those are the three things we have to have on the list for sure, as of this point, to have referred when we get in the city, in the main council.
She said to refer ad hoc?
Yeah.
No, ad hoc's not a referral. The ad hoc
Well, yeah.
chair needs to request a meeting.
Okay.
And it will.
But we had to do that at a meeting, correct?
Yes.
No,
Oh, no? All
No.
right, then
I can request it at our next one, for our next. It doesn't have to come to the meeting. Okay, I'm ready.
I don't know where John went.
you good, John Rostage?
I'm good, let's go.
I'm ready when you are.
Mike's around.
Okay, it is Thursday, May 19th, 6:05 PM, and this is the Finance Committee meeting.
Okay, I will call finance order at 6:05 PM. Members present, Kevin Myers, Terry Spiegel, myself as acting chair, Dan Wireball is absent. Any public participation? There being none, we have the minutes in front of you.
Motion to approve.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
All right. I have a first by Kevin, second by Terry. All those in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye. Motion passed unanimous. Okay, we have open projects. I wish we had time to go over them. Do you have anything you'd like to bring up,
No, sir.
Terry?
I do not have a list of open projects for the finance side.
So if we can, we need to try to go over anything we can to get it.
But I think some of the things are left open on purpose for the event that they come up. I think we've addressed everything that is.
Right, I'm just saying,
addressed
if you
from
see.
this committee, yeah.
If you see anything, I need to look too, to make sure we can
Yep.
get that. Since there's nothing else at this moment, any public participation? Okay, with that, I will adjourn at finance at 6:07 PM.
Okay, it is May 19th, 2022, 6:09 PM, and due to lack of quorum, Public Lands and Buildings will not be meeting tonight.
And this is the.
Proceed.
And this is the Public Lands and Buildings, wait, I'm
Plating.
sorry. Oh, I didn't,
Okay, proceed, you're going
okay.
to plating.
And this is the plating committee meeting, moving into that.
6:09.
I'm stopping it, I'm sorry.
Okay, I will call plating to order at 6:09 PM. Members present, Kevin Myers, Terry Spiegel, myself, Chair, Dan Wireball, absent. Any public participation for public lands, plating, I'm sorry, looking at the wrong one, for plating? Seeing none, you have the minutes in front of you. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll move
Go ahead.
to approve the May 5th, 2022 minutes.
I will second that.
All right, I have a first from Kevin, second by Terry. If there's no discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed unanimous. Again, our open projects. I know, if you can send that list out, that'd be great, because I need to go over that. We gotta get some of those cleaned up and closed, if we can close any of them, or proceed further. With that, any public participation? Nope.
Sorry,
Podium,
A
please.
podium. Name and address.
the April 21st amended meeting minutes, that is for the other one. Okay, never mind. I screwed around. Never mind. I love you.
All right, there. Error on the participant. I will adjourn plating at 6:11 PM.
What just happened? I didn't.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Aaron Sherrick approached the podium in error.
And Aaron
I
did.
was looking at the service instead of, and I was like,
All right, it is Thursday, May 19th, 6:12 p.m., and this is the Economic Development Committee meeting.
I will call Economic Development to order at 6:12 PM. Members present, Aaron Sherrick, Steve Young, myself as acting chair, Brenton Potter is absent. Public participation, none being. The minutes before you.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from May 5th.
Okay.
Second that.
All right, I have a first and a second. I have a first from Aaron, second from Steve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passed unanimous. Open projects, as I keep saying, let's try to work on those and whatever we can do to
Keep them on.
keep them going and close whatever we can. Public participation, none being, I will adjourn at 6:14 PM.
Okay, it is Thursday, May 19th, 6:14 p.m., and this is the Service Committee meeting.
Thank you. I'd like to call the Service Committee meeting to order at 6:14. Members present, Steve Young, C. Aaron Sherrick, myself as chairman, Brenton Potter is missing. Okay, we need some public participation from anybody in this? Okay, seeing none, we got to approve the minutes of the amended minutes from the April 21st meeting. I need a motion to do
I will
that.
make a motion to approve the amended minutes.
Got a motion from Aaron, a second from Steve. Any more discussion? If not, vote by saying aye. Passes, okay. Also have the next set of minutes from the May 5th meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the May 5th minutes.
Okay, got a motion from Aaron, need a second? Second from Steve. All those in favor? Passes. Okay, you have before you the stormwater amendment that Tim needs out at the wastewater plant to be passed. Everything in red in this paper, right here.
I don't have it, you're the only one who has it.
Okay, I'll show it to you. Everything in red in here basically needs to be changed.
Here, you can have mine. He said to only put it, Jeff said to only put it in your packet for some reason.
So what's all being changed, I guess?
Well, it's just more or less definitions that need to be changed as far as the stormwater goes. You guys can take that home if you want to and read them, but we need.
It's in your emails too. I forwarded
It's in
it.
your email. Also, we're gonna need legislation on that. And we're gonna need an emergency, done by emergency. Tim needs it done pretty quick, because EPA come down and visited, and he said that they looked at all this and said we were behind on it, so gotta get it done. Does anybody have any questions on that?
This fee change, just the first thing I spotted, went from 150 to 300?
Yes.
What is?
That's it. The fee is for if something, to obtain a stormwater management permit, that's from the EPA, they raised their prices to that. Get their fee, get that. It's, I think the first stormwater ordinance was passed, probably about 15 years ago, and we've been having to amend it about every 5 years.
But this says to the city treasurer.
I don't know what that is.
I'm
That's what this
sorry,
Okay. Prepare the registered professional certified check shall be paid to the first cost. That's probably for the engineer, the registered person, professional engineer probably has to sign it. He's gonna get that kind of money to sign it. If you guys feel like we need to table it and go home and read it
I'm
and
sorry,
pass it to the
yeah.
next one, that's fine?
I think so. I mean,
Okay.
there's just so much in here.
Yep.
yeah, and I couldn't really, I.
The email was bad to read.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who needs it in my
Yep,
hands.
Yep,
and-
me too.
Sorry.
Okay, we will table that right now and put it on the agenda for the next committee meeting. Let's get done. Next committee meeting, we'll have to do it.
Yeah, it'll be the 9th. I'll put
Yep,
it on there.
okay. Okay. Also, open projects, I had Megan send us each a new open project list of the service committee that we have out. That's for your, to go over, look at, decide, maybe at the next meeting we can go over it a little bit more and decide what's not prevalent right now, so. Okay. One other thing I want to talk about is the sewer rates. I gave to you tonight a survey from the city of Oakwood that did some city, it's got sewer rates from down in southwestern Ohio. And these are all based on a 3-month period. These communities are on that list. So August 21st was the last scheduled fee of the 3%. No further increases are legislated at this time. And the way things are going with inflationary costs, I think we're going to have to keep that going at 3% at least for the next 2 years, because I know it's tough on people now, but we have to keep the wastewater plant running. And cost of chemicals and everything are going up, just like everything else, so, this is something we need to look at a little bit more. 3% would be about an average of $12 per year on the average bill. I think it's 60 cents on the minimum amount a month, so that's very minimal amount. But for some people I know it would hurt, but it's something we gotta go, because EPA
It'll
is
hurt a
always
lot.
on us.
It'll hurt a lot.
Yeah, but
I mean-
we gotta do what we gotta do, keep it running. And as far as the, having the people out there, they only have 3 people running that plant right now, so they're down to minimum staffs that they can get, so. Something we need to put on the agenda for next, put on council.
What are we
meeting.
putting on the agenda?
The sewer rates.
Sewer rates,
Yeah,
go.
for next meeting. You guys have any more discussion on that?
So your first line, August 2021 was the last scheduled fee increase.
Yes, we had a 5-year period of 3%.
So we dropped off
We
in
dropped
August,
off, yes.
And then you want to bring it back up?
Yeah, they need to bring it up. Yep. Just for inflationary purposes only, man.
It dropped off, or we just didn't add that 3%, because that's
We
a
didn't-
scheduled fee increases, so I don't believe it went down.
No, it stops after
Right,
that.
it just didn't go up
Yeah,
further.
yeah, correct.
So, yeah, it didn't drop off, we just didn't add
No.
more against people.
But we gotta keep it going because of EPA fees and everything else, so it's just something that unfortunately we have to do. So we will talk about that at the council meeting. So we can open it up, so. Anybody else have anything?
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
can we add this finance to jointly talk about?
yes,
that also?
yes, yeah. Yep,
Put that on for finance. to
Put it
talk
on
about.
finance as well.
Refer to finance and service.
yep,
And
The
service.
sewer rates,
At
Yep.
next meeting, we
At
need to
the next
refer.
Next council meeting,
Yep.
we need to make sure we remember to refer.
This is the list of things we
Just the
cannot.
sewer rates,
just sewer rates.
do we need to discuss?
Sure.
Robert Taylor, 411 Plymouth Street. Maybe I misunderstood you. Did you say $12 annually or monthly?
Annually,
Annually.
annually,
Per
yeah.
average customer.
Yes, yes.
And this is a rate increase that we stopped happening, but we're going to reinstitute it now.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
3% annually?
Yes.
So every year, we're going to.
Well, at least for another year, then we'll
Okay.
see what happens next year
Okay.
with how the inflation goes.
Understandable.
Okay.
It's my understanding that the state requires that entity to have a balance sheet. It
Yes.
can't run in the red.
Yep.
Are there any grants to help bring that entity
No.
back in the red? Any waivers from the state?
I don't think. We're with a, administrative order from the EPA now, with
Okay.
US EPA. So, I know because I used to run that facility out there.
Well, I'm asking because
And
I don't know.
Right now, the budget is really tight because of the chemical costs and everything, you know, everything's going up like everything is.
No, I understand that. Yes, sir.
And if we don't keep up with it now, we're gonna be so far in the hole, it's gonna be hard to get out of in
All
another
right.
year, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yep. Okay, any more discussion on it? No more public participation? We will adjourn at 6:24.